Great week so far. It is steamy over in Florida, 85 plus degrees. The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. It is another day to go ahead and get 1% better than yesterday. The principle of Kaizen. And for those that did get a chance to see, we actually had the interview with the legend, the man himself, Mr. Brian Carruthers. So if you didn't get to go ahead and check that out, it is on my Facebook page, Dylan Fine. You guys can go check it. It's one of my last videos, but I think you're going to get a ton of value. He left a lot of gems in there. I've got pages full of notes. So if you didn't get a chance to check it, it is up there. I left it so you guys into today. We've got this month flying by October before you know it. So let's go. It's already out. And the topic for today, we're still going through the 12-week year. I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page, on the same frequency. And again, there's 10 keys that they lay out inside of the 12-week year. So today, I'm going to go ahead and go through 1 through 10, and every single one of these steps that we're going to be talking about is going to be an actionable step that each and every one of us can go out and apply right here, right now. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let me know, what is everybody grateful for? Grateful for God, grateful to be alive for another day to grow and go ahead and get 1% better than yesterday. Yes, great for the community, grateful for Mr. Carruthers. There's a ton to be grateful for on this side. So here we go. Let's get into it. You ready, fam? Number one, the first key that they talk about inside of the 12-week year, number one, is to make every week count. Okay? We talked about this yesterday in the 12-week year. One of the major pieces is everybody, a lot of people, they might have yearly goals. Some people have monthly goals. But when you really study the 1%, the real top elites, they all have weekly goals. So their weekly goal is going to be compounding to really create the monthly goal. But all of this ends up playing a role, okay? So that's number one, having weekly goals. So if you haven't got that set up yet, let's get on a call today so I can help each and every one of you really get this tunnel vision locked in. Number two is going to be connect emotionally. You see, along this journey, one of the biggest pieces that I've also found is it's very easy to do shallow work, right? Now, what do I mean by shallow work? You see, shallow work could be, somebody might tell me that they're journaling. They've been journaling for a couple of days straight. You see, but if there's no emotion and we're just journaling just to check the box in the morning, I can tell you right now, somebody who journals intentionally and actually feels the emotion, feels their goals and dreams as if it's already happened, that is where the true magic happens, okay? Being able to actually feel it. What does it feel like to be able to travel? For all of us, we're all going to Myrtle Beach January 1st. What does it feel like to be around Mr. Brian Carruthers, sitting around in a pool with the top $1 million earners inside of the country, being able to pick their brain, ask questions, making all these phenomenal memories together, right? Being able to take our family on trips, being able to look at the menu ordering and not have to check the price before we actually check what the item is. Okay, connecting emotionally. What does it feel like when the goal is already achieved? That's number two. Even at the end of this 90 days, what does these goals look like sitting in these 90 days already achieved? Number three is developing the plan. Okay, really getting organized. Again, if it's not written, that's biblical. Write the vision plain so those that see it can pick it up and run with it. So what is like? Number four, execute. This is coming down to execution. The biggest gap that I've seen for so many is the gap between knowing and the gap between doing. Think about it. Everybody knows how to get a six-pack. That's not a secret. The difference is actually doing it. Eating a little bit cleaner, hitting the gym consistently. Okay, so it's one thing to know, it's a whole other thing to actually close the gap and do it. Number five, stick with me, I got 6 more. 5 is going to be measure results. Again, it's hard to break records if we don't track them. Number 6 is become purposeful. Everything we do, how different would life look if we actually became purposeful with the actions that we're taking? I gave an example yesterday. I was over at the gym with one of the accountability partners, and we're talking about, we know what it's like to be able to go in the gym and not really have intention, not really have focus, and you kind of just went in there just to go and check the box. But it's a whole different workout to be able to go in there intentionally, really actually focus on the squeeze and not be distracted looking at our phone scrolling the whole time. Okay, that's the difference between being purposeful and actually just doing it to check the box. So what does it look like in every aspect of our life truly being purposeful? with how we spend our time, with what we're eating, with what we're drinking, with how we're actually going out and spending and investing our money back into our business, maybe events, books, audios, right? All of these things lead to purpose. Number 7. 7 is going to be owning the results, okay? You know, again, my mentor used to always tell me, when you play the blame game, anytime you think about pointing fingers, realize that there's one finger going out, but there's also 3 coming right back at us. So whatever we're blaming, ask the question first. If my team duplicated what I did today, what would my team look like? What would my organization look like? If you feel like my team has stopped growing, ask yourself this question: have I stopped growing, right? All of these plays a huge role. All right, next, let's go ahead and get to the next one. Number 8 is making great commitments. Making great commitments, okay? It's easy to go ahead and make the commitment when everybody's feeling good and when things are going right, but are you able to keep the commitments when it's raining outside, when some people don't believe in you, when your family tells you this is not gonna work? Are you still able to keep that focus and commitment? This was me. The beginning of my journey, nobody could see what I saw. Not my friends, not my family, not the close people inside of my life, not even my professors at school. But I was studying from the greats, like Mr. Brian Carruthers, that already had this success, that already had all of the accolades that I was looking for, mentally, physically, spiritually, okay? So this is huge. Next, let's go ahead and talk about number 9. I got 2 more for you. Stick with me. Number 9 is perform in the moment, okay? Now, here's a tip for this, performing in the moment. One of the biggest things that I learned is it's easy to get distracted, okay? So right now, if we're focusing on, let's just say, getting off this call, if we have a task that we want to do for 15 minutes, don't start it for 5 minutes and then go think about something else. Focus on the task at hand, get it done, and then move on to the next. One of the things that Jim Rohn talks about, he said, the moment that you feel distracted, stay focused for another 5 minutes and get the task done, and watch how many more things end up get completed, okay? Last but not least, seek intentional growth. What does that mean? Simple. The principle of Kaizen. This isn't go eat 7 apples a day and go change your life. This is being able to go ahead and eat an apple a day and let the compound effect do its thing. So that's my message for everybody today. This is inside of the 12-week year. If you want to go ahead and take the read for yourself, you can go ahead and check it out. This is our book for the month if you guys want to go ahead and dive in and read along with me. But I wanted to make sure that everybody actually is on the same page. So anything you guys need, feel free to reach out. We have a packed out schedule coming here for the month of October and the next 90 days. So remember this: we can be, do, and have anything. We can hold it in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. And if you're ready to take the next step in your life to go ahead and create a 6-figure side gig, as some of the mentors are calling it, within an extra 10 to 15 hours a week, you can go out and create a part-time to a full-time income working from home. So we've got the Blueprint fam. Let's go out and turn these dreams into reality. It's game time. Let's go.